Yeah, they dotted every I and crossed every T. David, thank you. And they'll have some minutes to make up for with an injury in their roster.
They're missing a quality player. Injuries a big part of the game. They just got to make the adjustment.
Hey, Smitty, every NBA player has their Mount Rushmore. Every NBA fan does. The 4 players they consider the best of all time. So I'll ask you, who is on your NBA Mount Rushmore?
I would say Michael Jordan, Kevin, Magic Johnson, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, and Kobe Bryant. Those are my 4.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
Toronto shooting their first free throw attempt on the night.
And as a team, excellent a season ago, about 80% when they got to the line.
You have to give Pascal Siakam a lot of credit. He's continued to improve the shooting percentage both from the field and the line.
The drive by Green. That one's off. He starts the game with a miss. And it's Davis with the ball for Toronto. They lead by 4. First chance of the season for them to go up against this Celtics team.
And we saw how competitive and entertaining the season series was between these two terrific teams last year.
And it only promises to get better coming into this season. These two squads are very evenly matched, and each game between them should be a blast to watch.
Green deciding where to go with it. That's tipped. Van Vliet with it. Now Green defending. Van Vliet passes to Hollis Jefferson. Good on the bucket.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
Smart dishes to Che. It's tipped. Cantor, the pass to Che. And it goes down 2 points.
And even though Che didn't make too much of his time last game in that debut, Coach wanted to see a little bit more from him tonight.
Greg, wasn't an easy start for him in his career, but this team is showing that they're going to give him ample chances to learn on the fly during the early stages of the season. Celtics trail by 8. Here's Smart. Cantor trying to free himself up. Nice shot by Smart. Smart's got his second basket of the night.
And this is where Smart's at his best, being aggressive, going towards the rim.
To the paint. Here's Siakam. The shot is good, and so is his shooting tonight. 3 for 4.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
It's Smart with the drive. Unable to get that one. Good D by Siakam. Davis, the pass to Hollis Jefferson. Yep, it counts. And now it's a 10-point Toronto lead.
And we're seeing some great ball movement out of this group, guys.
Brown outside. Smart with the ball. Has 5. Cantor, the pass to Che. Up and in, off to an efficient start. 2 for 3 from the field.
Well, we've now seen a steady diet of Che the last few games. I would think that he's earned a spot in the coach's rotation. It wasn't easy for him, though.
Not at all, GA, and that's just how it goes for rookies. Che is no different. He'll continue to adjust. He'll learn on the fly, and we could see even more of him later in the year. Raptors with one of the best benches in the league, and Fred Van Vliet, a leader for that group.
Yeah, he gives up size every night, Kev.
Hayward looking around. Che, no good. Raptors leading by 5, setting the floor for the Raptors. Lowry and Powell, the guards. Anunoby and Siakam in at the forward slots. And it's Ibaka in at the 5, roaming the paint. The drive by Che. He gets it in there. Che's got 6 points.
And
and their shots are falling now with more regularity than we saw at first.
The Raptors have gone 7 of 16, shooting just under 50% here in the second quarter. Now, Siakam. His last outing, he had 24 points. 6 to shoot. Ibaka against Brown. Sinks the three-pointer. 6 points for Serge Ibaka.
And not much the defender can do there. Ibaka with that high release point.
And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, Kyle Lowry is hard-nosed, as we all know, and if you ask him, it comes from his upbringing in Philadelphia. Lowry said, a Philly player is what a basketball player is. We played on concrete. You got to be mentally tough. You're not trying to be athletic. You get hit the wrong way, you run into a metal pole. Kevin, that's what made him. From Philly to Villanova to Toronto to an NBA champion.
I don't know about running into the metal pole, but that sounds painful. But he's certainly as tough as he can be. David, thank you. And a wide open look for Siakam. And the Raptors hit again from deep.
So reliable. They've really leaned on him at the offensive end.
Brown kicks to Murray. Shea left side. Banked in off the glass. Shea's got 4 points now in the quarter.
You can't ask for more than that. Offensively, Shea getting the high percentage look.
And here's Lowry. 20 points for him last game against New Orleans. Shots good by Ibaka.
And likes the view from there. He's a strong mid-range shooter.
And with that height, he can get a clean look on any shot at any time.
And the basket is good. 10 points for Shea.
They are just killing him on the interior.
Toronto leading by 6. Outside Lowry. Teardrop shot. And there's Ibaka. That's good on the assist by Lowry. Lowry's got 6 assists in the game.
This is the kind of physical play we saw from Ibaka early in his career. We're seeing it again now.
Here's Powell and the dunk by Powell.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
Turning defense into offense. Every coach talks about it. Perfect example right there.
Murray the pass to Shea. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. One record that doesn't get much attention, Steve, a league-wide drop in turnovers. Last season was the lowest rate ever for turnovers in the NBA. It was terrific.
It was, and I think the reason why is teams are doing a good job offensively of sharing the basketball. There's not a lot of over-dribbling. And I think also the three-point shot. Guys are not driving the basketball because that can create turnovers. Chance of driving it. They're catching, and they're shooting from a long distance.
Free throw, good. Shea.
The Toronto Raptors are an elite defensive group. Reasons why: they're long, they're smart, and they're experienced.
Boston making a switch here. Green's checked in. He's perfect from the line this time. You talk about the defensive IQ, Smitty, for the Raptors. Where does that reveal itself?
For me, Kevin, their rotations. They are able to send help, double teams, and still recover and get out to shooters.
1:25 left in the second quarter. Fires at the elbow. Good on the shot. Green's got 5 points now this quarter. And here's Lowry. He'll bring it up for the Raptors. They've led by as much as 10. Defeated by the Pelicans in their last game. They'll try to put that one behind them.
In the NBA, you've got to keep pace. It's a fast track out there, and I thought their lack of hustle defensively was the story of the game.
You know, sometimes great skill can overcome a lack of intensity, but it's very rare.
Green against Powell. On the wing, Green. 5 points in the game. Shot clock at 3. He scores with that shot. Now he's 3 of 8.
Coming off a scoreless first quarter, he's found a little rhythm here.
A quick, good shot here, and they can go 2 for 1.
Trying to squeeze out every extra possession, but they have to work fast.
Lowry's shot is good.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
There's 18 seconds left to play here in the half. Green in the post. Siakam's there. Brown outside. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. Three-pointer, Lowry hits it from three-point range. Lowry's got the lead up to 11 now for Toronto.
You saw the quickness of Lowry there, how he can stop on a dime and go up for the shot.
And so that brings the first half to a close. Toronto ahead. They're up by 11. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thank you.
Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for this.
Heads up, let's get this done. Che, you heard what Coach said. All right, we see your effort out there. All right, just keep doing what you're doing.
I mean, I want to win.
All right, we all want to win. All right, the only thing you can control is you. All right, so just give us a half like you just did, and whatever happens, you know you didn't cheat it. That's all you can do.
All right.
All right.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So both teams will make substitutions. .124 left in the third. Davis finds Van Vliet. Here's Anunoby. Davis surveying the floor. Oh, and the dunk by Ibaka.
The aggressive side of Serge coming through as Serge himself at the rim.
They've got Shea. Green is out there with Smart. And it's Hayward. And it's Poirier in at the 5. That's the Boston 5.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in cracking this huge lead.
But they recover it. They get it back. Smart against Powell. Smart dishes to Shea. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Serge Ibaka picks one up there.
And some of what Smart gives this team doesn't always show up in the stat sheet, but he makes plays that help you win.
And so Smart nails both of them.
Very rare for players to be elite defenders from the moment they set foot in the NBA, but that was the case for Marcus Smart. A tremendous physicality to go with a pit bull disposition has made him downright scary at times at that end of the floor.
It's been a rough quarter for him. Can't seem to find any kind of rhythm.
Here's Hayward. It's rebounded by Anunoby. Anunoby's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Davis drives in and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
No question he got bumped on that shot.
Raptors have shot 2 free throws, and they're 1 of 2 so far. And he knocks down the first one. That one falls, so he hits both of them. And as we conclude the third quarter, pretty much a blowout. It's been a one-sided affair. It's the Raptors running away with this one. We're going to step aside for just a second, but join us right back here for the start of the fourth quarter next. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Fundamental basketball. Keep your eyes up. Keep the ball moving. You're going to keep the defense on its heels.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. Okay, now let's reset our lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this fourth quarter. So for Toronto right now, Marc Gasol is out there with Johnson. Then there's Norman Powell. Then it's Thomas. And it's McCaw in at the point. You know, Steve, the business part of the NBA, very strong. But Commissioner Silver doesn't want to be complacent either.
No, he doesn't. He's always been forward-thinking. They're doing a good job of being proactive. They're doing a good job of just throwing out ideas. And what I love the most, Kevin, working with the Players Association.
I'm with you.
You know, for a player like Stanley Johnson, you are just waiting for the offense to come around. He has shown to be a solid defender, but that's just not enough to find consistent minutes.
And the first one at the line is good. Well, it's been difficult for Stanley Johnson to live up to his draft spot of number 8 overall back in 2015.
You see the talent, Kevin. The fans are still waiting for Johnson to turn the corner with his offense. He's still working to pass the 40% mark from the field in his career.
Here's what Boston's going with right now. Tatum comes in for Murray, and Smart subbed in for Edwards.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebound has been off the charts.
Siakam, beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. Siakam's got 28 points for the game.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Down low, and they double up Jay. That one good for 2.
Tremendous effort by Che. Powers through the contact to complete the play, and he gets himself to the line.
Edwards, he's checked in for Boston.
Jay at the line with 1 shot.
Free throw, good. Jay.
Yeah, I like that they haven't lost their aggressiveness here in the second, despite being down.
Pass to Lowry. A 3-ball. It's hauled in by Jay.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Here's Tatum. Makes it off the glass.
Offensively, just versatile. Tatum keeps his defenders on edge with so many moves with the ball.
Lowry against Edwards. Now, here's Siakam. Defense is right there. Shot clock at 6. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
And the most improved player in the league last season, Pascal Siakam, got better in every statistical category.
The first one falls. And it's those diamond-in-the-rough players that so often elevate the top teams. And, Greg, that's what the Raptors found in Pascal Siakam.
No doubt, the 27th pick back in 2016, now a full-time starter on a rookie contract, just over $2 million this season. He is due for a big raise.
And players now, Steve, more able to dictate where they want to play. How has free agency changed since you came into the NBA?
I think the signing of shorter contracts, Kevin, guys with player options. And then I think also for a lot of players, they're not taking as much money, leaving money on the table because the endorsement deals off the court is making up for some of their money on the court.
And so it's Smart. He'll bring up the ball for the Celtics. Next up for them, the Knicks, a road game in New York. That will be a getaway game for them, a 1-game road trip.
And Brown is just a physical beast, especially inside where he gets whatever he wants.
Siakam, the bounce pass. And it's good, 2 points. And that's now 17 points for Kyle Lowry.
And And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
And this is what happens when you start to break your opponent's spirit. The resistance is no longer there.
And I'm sure next time he sits down, Coach is going to have a few choice words for him with that shot selection.
And you know what? He knows it. You have to try to play within the system or you're going to come away with empty possessions.
Takes it from 10. And it's Shea missing. Raptors leading by 22. Shoots the three. Lowry's shot is good. Lowry's got 20.
Really in a good position thanks to the accuracy from beyond.
Smart kicks to Tatum. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Goes back up. Shea with the bucket.
I like that he's staying active at that offensive end. Shea not giving up on that possession.
Toronto, they've gone 3 of 6 from the field so far in the fourth quarter. Siakam against Tatum. The shot by Powell, no good.
No one to blame on that one but himself. You get looks like that, you've got to take advantage.
Outside, Smart. And the pass to Poirier. Here's Brown. Takes the 12-footer and hits.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Lowry drawing the double team. It's Powell on the wing. He's covered by Brown. Powell, the pass to Ibaka. And there's the foul. It's on Jaylen Brown. That'll be his second foul of the game. No, Smitty, the NBA more active.
And the Raptors took some heat for parting ways with reigning Coach of the Year Dwayne Casey. But his successor, Nick Nurse, guided this franchise to an NBA title.
Tremendous self-belief and determination. The only NBA head coach who was also a head coach in college, the G League, and overseas. He's been preparing for this for a long time.
Van Vliet kicks to Ibaka. 8 for 15 with that made basket, but he's not satisfied yet.
Yeah, they've sucked the energy out of this arena. Tremendous effort on the road.
And when you're on the road, you can't be tentative coming into a game like this. I thought their aggressive approach was the difference.
It's stolen by Ibaka. And so Toronto takes this one, but by a big margin. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in and just cruise to the kind of win they did tonight.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. Now for Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and David Aldridge. This is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA here on 2K Sports. We'll see you next time.
You know what I like about a new season? The games? Well, yeah.